going to Devil's Castle. We are now going up the canyon. It is 6:45 a.m. and October 15th. It's dark because it's later in the year. We're not actually doing it, we're just scoping it out. We have made it to the Caffin's Pass trailhead. So today we will be going to Caffin's Pass, Point Supreme, Eagle Peak, and East Devil's Castle. And we're going to fly the drone once we make it to the top. If you can see that little building between Baldy and Sugarloaf, that building's actually Hidden Peak, not on the saddle. Those red peaks over there are part of the Cotton Ridge. It's a very hard and exposed hike. This is the Moose Meadow. We saw a moose here 9 years ago, and here's Wolverine and Tuscarora. This is the exact place where we saw the moose 9 years ago. So down there is the Moose Meadow, and the peaks all have sun on them. The sun is now rising. And you can see Devil's Castle over there, Sugarloaf, and you can kind of see all the peaks on the Cottonwood Ridge. We had made it to Caffin's Pass. It is 8 o'clock, and over there is Sunset Peak and Pioneer Peak. And over there is Clayton Peak. And we're going up there. We had made it to Sunset Pass. In that valley down there, there's some fog. And over there's Timpanogos, way out there. And over there's a lift, and that's Supreme Lift. And Eagle Peak is over there. And Devil's Castle is the rocky one. We had made it to the top of Point Supreme, and down there's the Supreme Lift again. And over here, there's some fog in the Iguanas, which is very unusual. And Eagle Peak is looking a little bit rough. The fog in the Iguanas look really cool. So I'm just gonna take in the view. Up there is the false summit of Eagle Peak. And Eagle Peak is somewhere in those trees. And there's Devil's Castle. Eagle Peak straight ahead. Alright, this is Eagle Pass. But I'm going to put the camera away till I get to Eagle Peak because there are some technical parts here. After some hard scrambling, we are finally almost to Eagle Peak. That scrambling was hard. We went below the ridge because the other area looked too exposed. We had made it to the top of Eagle Peak. Devil's Castle ahead of us. That area looked very hard. Past East Devil's Castle. And over there, you got the tram. American Twin Peaks. The fog is still present in the Uintas. It's starting to get hard. I'm going to put my camera away till I get to East Devil's Castle. We are changing route plans. Up there is too exposed. So we went down this. And we are going to go over there to get to East Devil's Castle. Here is where we came up. You can't see Eagle Peak from here, but you can see the Supreme Lift. And we poked down there somewhere. And over here is American Fork, and you can see Eagle Peak from here. We went around the ridge on the north side. It's kind of windy up here, so we're not going to fly the drone. Down there you can see that secret lake. It's very busy. The people look like ants. Over here's Devil's Castle. We're gonna go to the base of it and scope it out. This is as far as we're gonna go. There's some more people up at the top, but this is as close as we're gonna get. And this is what the bottom looks like. Very exposed cliff. 1,000 feet drop down there. We are on our way down now. We will have to go somewhere close to that road. Is where it's gonna flatten out, and we're gonna take this road all the way back to Catherine's Pass Trailhead. We are almost to the road. We just need to go down there, and we're gonna fly the drone when we get down there. And I will keep the camera out because it's flatter here. We had made it to the road, and we had came down from East Devil's Castle, and now we're gonna fly the drone. we're continuing on the road. We are done flying the drone. It to the campground, and we are only about a half a mile to get back to the trailhead. This is the Supreme lift that goes up to Point Supreme, and it goes right over the campground. There is a glider up there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. We are on the final stretch of this hike. I just decided to run it because it's super close and I'm ready to get back. We had made it back from our hike, so this is what we've done. So we went all the way from there to that ridge and East Devils Castle, which you're looking at over there. And it was 5.3 miles and it took 5 hours.